tucking the pelvis, zipping up the core. I'm going to begin by reaching the hands above the head, keeping the collarbones wide and the ribs tucked. Reaching for the sky, keeping a nice straight back. On an exhale, we're going to lean slightly up and to the right, opening through the rib cage and upper back, and recenter. On an exhale to the left, reaching up and over, opening the rib cage and through the upper back, and recenter. On our next exhale, sweeping down, relaxing. Shake out your head and your arms. You might want to grab the elbows and just pedal out the legs a little here. Get some movement through the spine. Gentle swings, whatever feels good. It's about connecting to your body here. A few more breaths here. Then we're going to walk the hands out to a downward dog. Placing the hands down. Finding yourself in a nice, active downwards dog. Wrapping the lats. Pulling the shoulders away from your ears. Feel the ground pushing you away through the palms, through the heels. On our next inhale, we're going to move to a high plank to move through our chaturanga. On an exhale, chaturanga. Untuck the feet. Upward dog. Back over the heels. I'm gonna bring our knees down to a nice tabletop. Doing some cat-cow to get some movement through the spine. On an exhale, pushing the ground away with the palms, tucking the pelvis and chin. Really pushing the ground away with those palms. And on our inhale, arching through the back, chin to the sky, drawing the palms towards the knees. Exhale. Pushing the ground away with the palms and tucking your pelvis and chin. Exhale, chin to the sky, drawing the palms towards the knees. Find yourself at neutral. Sit back on your heels. Rolling the shoulders up, back, down. And the other way. Rolling the neck. Find that point where it's really sticky, Just bring some gentle movement to release any tensions build up in the back of the neck. Other side. Chin to the sky. We're going to move our jaw forwards to feel a nice stretch through the front of the neck. Tucking the chin to the chest. Collarbones wide. And just adding a little bit of resistance to the back of the head so that you feel a stretch in the upper back. We're going to come down to a child's pose. Reaching the arms out in front, forehead to the ground. Come up on your fingertips for a nice active stretch through the laterals and chest and upper back. Engaging that core, you're going to feel the stretch more. Our next inhale, we're going to come through a table tuck. Taking your left leg out to the side. Find a nice stretch through the inner thigh. Might want to rock back and forth just a little. As you move forwards, you'll notice the stretch changes as you move back. You might notice that one has more of a sticky feeling. For me, as I move back, I feel it more in my knee. As I move forward, I feel it more up towards the groin. Sit back on the heel. Rolling over the heel to bring your right leg bent in front of you and your left leg out on an angle. Find a nice straight back here. Flex your left toe, reaching the right arm up and over towards those flexed toes. Maybe you can reach them. And once you reach them, you're rotating, looking under the armpit. It's a nice deep stretch for the side and hip. breathe into it here. As you breathe, feel the stretch, the expansion. As you exhale, relaxing into it. Releasing the hands and coming back up. Finding that nice straight posture. You're going to turn towards the left leg. Again, reaching for the toes, this time with both hands. Folding over the outstretched left leg. You might give your foot a little massage here if it's within your range of movement. Find it quite relaxing. Releasing and coming back up. Finding that straight spine. We're going to bring that left leg out in front. Might need to adjust the right. Again, folding over. Remember to keep that left foot flexed, toes coming back towards you, and bending through the hip. So you want your nose going towards your toes and your chest meeting your thigh. Coming back up to a neutral. We're going to roll over our right foot, coming into a lunge. Adjust so that both hips are parallel towards the front of the mat. And your back is straight. Collarbones wide. Zip the core for a deeper stretch. Feel the ground through the left heel, through the right knee. We're going to tuck the right toes, coming up to a lizard. You might want to bring your elbows down. Feeling the ground through the left heel, the right toes. Pushing the right heel back, staying active through that right leg. Pushing the ground away through the elbows, through the shoulders. Rest that right knee back down. Reaching with your left arm back behind you for those right toes. Nice stretch down the front of that right quad. Releasing the foot. We're going to shift our weight back onto our right heel once again. Roll out the ankle of that left foot a little, back the other way. And tuck the left foot under your butt. Now come back through to tabletop. And this time, bring your right leg out to the side for a nice inner thigh stretch. Might want to rock forwards and backwards, just gently, finding those spots of stickiness. Pushing the ground away through the palms, collarbones wide. And we're going to rest back onto our left heel, rolling that heel under in front so that your right leg is out to the side on an angle and your left leg bent in front. Find a nice upright posture. Flex the right toes in towards the body. Reaching the right arm up and over for the toes of the right foot. Once you find that grip, rotating to look under that left armpit. A deep stretch down the side and through the hip of that left. Coming back up, find that upright posture. And turning towards the right to reach for the toes again, this time with both hands. Bring your stomach towards your thigh and your head towards your knee. And bringing the toes back towards your body. Collarbones wide, back straight. Zipping the core. Coming back up. We're going to bring that right leg out to the front. Might need to adjust the left leg. And again, folding forward over that leg, reaching for the toes. Straight back, collarbones wide, bringing the chest towards the thigh and knee. Toes back towards you. Chin towards the toes. Back up to a neutral. We're going to roll over the left foot, coming to a lunge. Square those hips so that they're both parallel to the front. Feel the ground push through the right heel, through the left knee. Zipping the core to feel a deeper stretch. Collarbones wide. We're going to tuck the left toes, coming up to a lizard. Might bring your elbows down again. Pushing the ground away, through the right heel, through the left foot. That left heel drawing back, active through the left leg. Pushing the ground away, through the elbows, through the shoulders, zipping the core. Bring that left knee down now. Coming back upright. And reaching that right arm back. The left toes. Deep stretch down the front of the left quads. Relaxing that foot down. And coming back to our tabletop. Just going to rinse out the spine here a little. Taking some big circles. And back the other way. Coming forward on our hands so that our shoulders and elbows are over our wrists. Little rock side to side to stretch out the wrists. Coming back to our tabletop, we're going to flip the palms over so the palms are up and the fingers are pointing towards our body. Straighten the elbows if you can. Get a nice stretch down the back of the wrists, through the forearms. Try not to sink into your shoulders here, keeping those collarbones wide and that core zipped. You might take some small circular movements, one way then the other. Coming back up off the wrists. We're going to turn the toes so our thumbs are towards the body And our fingers are pointing towards each other with our palms facing the ground. We're going to rock side to side. Feeling a stretch down the outer forearm. And coming back to our tabletop. We're going to do some scapular push-ups here to both stretch and strengthen. Collarbones wide, pushing the ground away through the palms, through the elbows, through the shoulders, and spreading the scapula away from each other. Slight tuck to the pelvis, core engaged, and relaxing it down, drawing the two scapulas together. Collarbones still wide here, and pushing away. Drawing them together. Pushing them away. And again, drawing them together. Come back to a neutral tabletop. And down to a child's pose. You might want to widen your stance. So we're just going to take a moment to rest here. Feel the forehead on the floor. You might want to rock your head side to side to give a nice massage to the brow bone. Release the tensions, the frustration, confusion, anger, worry. It builds up in that brow bone. There's no need for any of it. Just feel the sensation. Reaching the arms out in front, we're going to come through to a sphinx. So keeping your elbows connected to the ground, you're going to rise up, extend the legs back behind you, and bring the hips down to the mat. You'll find yourself in Sphinx, drawing the elbows towards the body, collarbones wide, hips pushing into the ground, chin towards the sky. And relaxing. We're going to do that 2 more times, drawing the elbows towards the body, hips to the ground, zipping up through the core, collarbones wide, chin to the sky. And relaxing. One more time, drawing the elbows towards the body, hips into the ground, zipping up through the core, collarbones wide, chin to the sky. head down to rest on your hands. Breathe through a moment here. Feel the energy that remains in your body from that upper back stretch. We're going to stretch out the chest now, taking your right arm on a 90-degree angle out to the side, looking to your left, bringing your left hand to support you as you roll your body to face the left over that right shoulder, stretching out the chest. You can make some adjustments to the position of your arm to find where you get the deepest stretch across the chest. Just breathing here. As you inhale, feel the stretch, the expansion through the muscle. As you exhale, relaxing into it, releasing the tension. A few more breaths here, and we're going to roll back to the center before doing the other side. Rolling back through to the center. Left arm out this time, looking to the right. Now right arm to the roll over that left shoulder. Make adjustments until you find a nice deep stretch across that left chest. As you breathe in, feel the expansion, feel the stretch. As you exhale, relax into it, releasing the tension. And we're going to roll back into our stomach. Just resting here a moment. Feel the energy through the chest after that stretch. Coming up through our Sphinx again. We're going to come up to a dolphin, so tucking the toes, lifting the hips, and walking the feet in. Pushing the ground away through the elbows, through the shoulders, collarbones wide. And bringing the knees down. We're going to do that 2 more times, building strength through the shoulders. Bringing the hips to the sky. Pushing the ground away through the elbows, through the shoulders, collarbones wide. And bringing the knees down. One more time. Hips to the sky. Pushing the ground away through the elbows, through the shoulders, collarbones wide. And relaxing down. I'm going to come back through traditional downward dog. So extend your arms, hips to the sky. Pushing the ground away through the palms, drawing the laterals down, bring the shoulders away from your ears, collarbones wide. Going to come through a high plank, through chaturanga, upwards dog, back to our downwards dog, hips to the sky. Bring the knees down, resting back on the heels. Just breathing here. Finding your spine upright, like there's a string. Drawing your head and your tailbone away from one another. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Zip the core. Namaste.